Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories behind those massive corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we are diving into what Louisiana-Pacific Corporation has been up to lately. Get ready because we might just find out if this company is building a stronger future or if some cracks are starting to show. Before we dive into the details, if you love getting these straightforward breakdowns of complex financial reports, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we have a pretty cool Discord community where we chat about these things in real time. You can join. The link is in the description below. Alright, let's get straight to it. Louisiana-Pacific Corporation, or LPX as it is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, has put out a report for the period ending the 30th of September 2025. What this report is primarily telling us is how the company did financially in the third quarter and for the first 9 months of the year. The really interesting bit here is a press release they put out detailing their actual financial performance. They are basically giving us the snapshot of their earnings and overall financial health. Now, it is important to know that this information is being furnished to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, rather than being officially filed. Think of it like this: the SEC wants to know, but this specific announcement is more like a heads up than a legally binding audited statement within this document. The company's bread and butter, their common stock, is traded under the ticker symbol LPX on the New York Stock Exchange. This is the primary way investors can buy and sell ownership in Louisiana-Pacific Corporation. They are reporting on the results for the 3 and 9 months that ended on the 30th of September 2025. This gives us a look at their performance for the summer months and a longer view of the year so far. Companies report these numbers to keep investors like you and me informed about how the business is performing. It helps us understand if the company is making money, growing, or facing challenges. When we look at earnings reports like this, the numbers under results of operations and financial condition are where the story really unfolds. While this particular filing primarily points us to a press release for those specifics, this announcement itself is the core of the update. It is telling us they have released their financial results for the most recent quarters. For a company like Louisiana-Pacific, which deals in building products, understanding their financial performance is key to gauging the health of the housing market and the broader economy. Think about it, when people are building more homes, they need more lumber and building materials. Looking at the exhibits, the most crucial piece of information is Exhibit 99.1. which is that press release detailing their financial results for the 3 and 9 months ended the 30th of September 2025. This is where the real meat is. It usually contains figures like revenue, profit, earnings per S-hair, and potentially some commentary on what drove those results. While we do not have the detailed tables directly within this 8K filing itself, the reference to the press release is what tells us where to find that vital financial information. It is like getting a summary in one document that directs you to the full detailed report. The other exhibit, 104, is for the cover page interactive data file. This one is more for the techie side of things, embedded within an inline XBRL document, which is a standardized way for companies to report their financial information electronically. So while it is a part of the filing, it is not the direct financial data we are looking for to understand the company's performance itself. Now, let's put on our investor hats and think about what this really means. Louisiana-Pacific is a major player in the wood products industry. They make things like oriented strand board, which is commonly known as OSB lumber, and other building materials. So when their financial results come out, we are not just looking at numbers on a page, we are looking at a reflection of the construction industry, the housing market, and consumer demand for homes and renovations. If their revenue is up, it likely means more homes are being built or people are investing in home improvements, which is good for the economy overall. If their profits are down, it could signal a slowdown in construction, higher costs for raw materials like timber, or increased competition. These reports are like a real-time pulse check on a significant part of the economy. We are keen to see if their performance paints a picture of robust growth, or if there are signs of headwinds like rising interest rates impacting new home construction, or perhaps supply chain issues affecting their costs. Let's imagine the press release, which is incorporated here by reference, shows a significant jump in revenue. This would suggest a booming construction season for the company. However, if their cost of goods sold, meaning what it costs them to make their products, has risen even faster, their profitability, or net income, might actually be lower despite selling more. This is a common scenario where looking at just one number, like revenue, can be misleading. We need to see the whole profit and loss picture. For example, if the report indicates a 10% increase in net sales, that sounds great, but if their operating expenses also climbed by 15%, their operating income might have decreased, and if they are seeing higher interest expenses because they borrowed money to expand, their net income could be even lower. This is why dissecting these filings, even when they point us to an external document like a press release, is so important. It is about connecting the dots between what they sell, what it costs them to make and sell it, and what is left over as profit. So, what is the bottom line here? Louisiana-Pacific Corporation is providing an update on its financial performance. The key is to look beyond the general announcement and delve into the details of that press release. That is where you will find the actual numbers that tell the story of their success or struggles in the recent quarters. Are they building a stronger future with solid earnings, or are there potential weaknesses that could impact their long-term prospects? Now, looking at this filing from a broad perspective, Louisiana-Pacific's report signals that they are actively communicating their financial status. The fact that they are issuing a press release and incorporating it into an SEC filing means they are adhering to transparency standards, which is generally a positive sign for investors. The true strength of their financial position and future outlook lies within the actual numbers of that press release. Without those specific figures on revenue, costs, and profits, it is hard to give a definitive analysis of their direction. The main risk for a company like Louisiana-Pacific is always tied to the cyclical nature of the housing market and the broader economy. Fluctuations in interest rates, changes in consumer confidence, and even weather patterns can significantly impact demand for their products. While they are a large and established company, they are not immune to these external forces. An opportunity for them would be to diversify their product offerings or expand into new geographic markets to reduce reliance on any single sector or region. In conclusion, this filing serves as a notification that Louisiana-Pacific Corporation has released its financial results. The real story, the one that will tell us if they are financially robust or facing significant challenges, is contained within the press release they have referenced. We will have to wait for the details within that press release to get a clearer picture of their performance and what it means for the company's future. Alright, that is our quick look at what this Louisiana-Pacific filing is telling us. What is your take on these kinds of updates or on the building materials sector in general? Let us know in the comments below. If this breakdown was helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. And subscribe if you have not already for more corporate deep dives like this. And don't forget to check out our Discord community for more real-time discussions. That link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.